are you doing today? Welcome. So if this is your first time joining us today, I want to welcome you out to our Thursday show. My name is Cathy McReynolds. I'm with Bible Business Academy. And if you desire to build a business with biblical principles, and you want to get that message out to the world. So perhaps you have a product, you may have a particular skill or a gift or a talent, and you want the world to know about it. You're at the right place if you want to do that with biblical principles. So do me a favor, go ahead and hit that share button, because today we're going to talk about how to win buyers and influence sales with automated follow-up without being annoying. Like a lot of people, they're sometimes afraid to just go out there and speak to people, or they think they're bothering them. But I'm going to talk to you about some things today that will let you see that it's just like a commercial. You must just keep getting your message out there. And the more you work at getting your message out there, it will start to work. So don't ever mistake your, year one for someone else's year 5 or year 10, because you never know where they may be at. And we want you to be in the right position at the right time. And we want to help you to get there and don't get discouraged along the way. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Right now, let's see, campus comments to destinations. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to switch over and we're going to dive into our topic today. So today we're going to talk about how to win buyers and influence sales with automated follow-up without being annoying. So like when you can set up some automated follow-up, it frees up your time to do a lot of other things like service your clients and be able to help them. And today we're looking at 1 Peter 4:8-10. It says, above all, like this is why I love having a business with biblical principles, because if you come from a place of from your heart and you want to serve people, it will help you to grow your business. It says, above all, keep loving one another earnestly, since love covers a multitude of sins. I mean, like, think about that. So as a business owner, you're going to mess up. You're not going to get it right. Nobody does. But when you operate in love and people can feel that, they're forgiving. And then as long as they know your heart's in it, they're going to stick with you. It says, show hospitality to one another without grumbling. I mean, like, you ever been around someone, you're at their house and you know they don't want you there, or you're in their business and you know they don't want you there? It makes you feel uncomfortable. So when you're running a business, we want to show you the importance of making sure that you're doing that in a way that just is open and they feel your love. And it goes on to say, as each has received a gift, use it to serve one another. So do you have a gift? Do you have a gift of teaching and helping people? Do you have a gift of baking cakes? Do you have a gift of singing? Do you have a gift of writing? Like, whatever your gift is, I can go on and name tons of gifts out there. Are you utilizing that gift to serve others? And you can also turn that gift into a business, and as good stewards of God's various grace. So he gave you that gift. You want to utilize it. And if you stick around to the end, guys, you can probably see this. I'm going to show you what's in this box and what you can do to get it, because there's a lot of stuff in here. It's pretty heavy, and we want to share with you what's in that. So stick around to the end, and I will come back and show you what's in there and how you can take advantage of it. There are 3 deadly sins in business, and there are 3 areas of your business that are sucking up all of your profits and make you feel like you're dying a slow death, and we want to help that. So most are familiar with the 7 deadly sins: greed, envy, sloth, glutton, lust, pride, and wrath. Those are things that you definitely don't want to be a part of. But I'm going to talk to you about the 3 deadly sins in the business industry. And so I really want you to think on the scripture on this scripture that we have today in 1 Peter 4:8-10 for your life and your business. And I'll read it again. It says, above all, keep loving one another earnestly, since love covers a multitude of sins. Show hospitality to one another without grumbling, as each has received his gift. Use it to serve one another. And make sure, I didn't mention that up front, But make sure you have your show notes. You want to make sure that you have your show notes, guys, so that you can take notes as we go along. If you didn't get a chance to download this, make sure you go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com, where you can download your show notes, and you can actually get it in the replay if you don't have that. So go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com /report, or just go there, put your information in, your email in, and then when we send out the replay tomorrow, you'll make sure you get the show notes, or you can always send me an email to make sure that you have that. So I just wanted to make sure that I came back and mentioned that to you guys, so that you have that. And so let's get back to these 3 deadly sins in business and how you want to get rid of them, and you don't want them to be a part of what you're doing, and so that they're not sucking all your profits up, because you want to make their profits. I mean, you think about the money that you make. You can utilize that money and put it back into your church, into your community, to helping your family, to be able to do so many different things and make a difference in people's lives. So we definitely want to help you remove that. So deadly sin number 1 is lost traffic. You don't, I mean, just can you imagine being lost on your GPS, how uncomfortable that is? And what that means is that when people go to your website, when they actually show up to your website, they're in a, when, you know, like they land on your website and then they go away. They don't give you any information. They don't give you their email address, their phone number, or none of that. And so we call that lost traffic. And a study of Google Analytics for local business found that websites attract an average of 414 monthly users. So we don't want you to be average. I have, you know, in the Bible Business Academy, we attract thousands and thousands of people on to our website, and like 68% of them stick. So we want to show you how to make that happen for yourself and your business. So let's say your business average about 1,000 to 2,000 monthly visitors, okay? Because we don't want you to be average. 400 is average. When you get over 1,000, you're above average, and we want you to be above average, because there's nothing about God that's not above average. And so once that happens, how many of those who arrive browse and leave without? And as I was saying to you guys, you know, since we started this, of every 100 people who show up, 68 of them will put in their information. They will opt in. What we call it, when we say opt in, that means they gave you at least your email address, your name and your phone number and stuff like that. But you definitely want to get the email address and the phone number. So we get, and the average opt-in rate is about 10 to 12%. Right here, they say the average opt-in email rate is 1.95%. So think about that. I want to show you to do what we're doing. We're at a 68%, where we got the average email opt-in rate is 1.95%. So that's really, really low. And we want to show you how to grow that. And then the next thing you want to know is, how do you follow up with those contacts who don't opt in? So you should already have an email sequence in place for the ones who do opt in. So how do you follow up with the ones who don't opt in? We're going to talk to you about that and show you exactly what you need to do and how you can get more leads. This is my page. You see how simple it is. And I remember when I first got started, guys, I would overcomplicate everything, because you know what you don't know, you don't know. One of the keys to getting people to opt into your page is to keep it simple. There's 2 purposes when they land on your page. Now, this is your lead magnet page, your landing page, and you also have your website page. Your website page is what everybody thinks that you should have as an opt-in, but it's too many different choices on there. On your landing page and your funnel, they got 2 options. They're either going to give me their information or they're going to leave. They're going to give me their information or they're going to leave. That's it. You don't want to give them any other options to look at. If they have more than 2 choices, that means leave or give you their information, then it's too much. A confused mind does nothing. So you want to have a simple page with a simple background, and all they have to do is say, yes, I'm in, I'm all in, or I'm all out. It's that simple, and that's what you want to do with that, so that you can get more leads, you can get more people, and then you can start retargeting them, which we're not covering today. And all that means is that anybody who's already visited your website, or they're in your email, or they touch anything on your page, you can actually retarget them, and that just, it's like a GPS. So imagine someone sticking a GPS on you, and then they follow you around. You ever put your information in, or you Google something, and then all of a sudden you see so many ads, and you see so many things about that about that company or about that product, and you're starting to see that. That's what retargeting is, and that's a beautiful thing. We also want to show you how to get more visitors to your website. These are all ways that you can get leads. So if you're filling this out in your show notes, you also want to say, check off, am I getting this way? Are you meeting people at networking events? I know we've been in a situation where that hasn't been the case, but now you can get to the point where you can go out to different events. I got one coming up next week in a next month, and I just went to one about a month or so ago. So you can get back out there safely. Anyone who calls your business phone number, even asking for basic questions. Anytime anyone calls your phone number, teach your people to ask for their email address. But may I have your email address, so that I can follow up with you, or in case we get disconnected. And what's your name? What's the best number to reach you at? If you have caller ID, you say, hey, so I see you're calling from XYZ number. Always get leads. Like, that is your biggest asset when it comes to building your business. And if you don't understand that that's your biggest asset when it comes to building your business, you won't build a business the right way. You also want to know anyone who sees your billboard. That's another way you can get leads. Put up billboards around town. Do you have any billboards up? You have to do something different. You want to be able to stand out. Are you on radio? Can people hear you on radio? Do they know about you from that? That's another way. People in the audience, when you speak on stage, if you can get, we're actually at Bible Business Academy, we're about to start doing some boot camps and some events. That's going to be part of what we do. So that's one of the things that you want to do as well. Like, how many stages can you get on? Who can you collaborate? It doesn't necessarily have to be an event that you put on. You can actually be a part of someone else's event. So make sure that you do that. Anyone who walks into your store. So if you have a brick and mortar business and anybody who walks into your store, what system do you all have in place to capture their information? Like, you can get their birthday information. You can get information to follow up, but you have to have a system in place, and everybody on your staff should be trained on how to do that. That's where a lot of people make their mistakes. They think it's only them that's doing that. No, everyone. Anyone who stops at a trade show booth, when you're going to booth, and like if you're at the booth, and you want to have like those scan cards where most people, they'll have a little lanyard from coming to that booth, so you can have it where you can scan it right on their phone. Make it as simple as possible so they don't have to do a lot of work in terms of you getting their information, so that you can follow up with them and you can retarget them. People on social media, on your friend list. Social media has so many different ways where you can capture the email address and phone number, but you got to be inside Messenger, and you want to be asking those questions, or tell me more about you, what you're doing. We call it form them. Where you're from, what's your occupation, your recreation, or how are you money motivated, are you mission motivated? I really enjoyed talking to you. What's the best email address that I can reach you at? I love to text you some information. What's the best phone number that I can text something to you at? So those are little simple ways that you can communicate with people and help them to get things, help you to get more leads, so that you can serve and help more people. You want to create a lead capture mentality in your business. All you want to think about is, how many leads do I have? People don't realize that that's what makes a business sellable. When people are like Zappos, I remember them talking about Zappos, and Amazon bought them. The reason why people buy companies is because of the amount of leads that they have. So you want to think long term. Are you getting leads? What is it costing you to get those leads? How can you get more leads? Like, that is your number one focus as a business owner. How many leads are you getting? You got to keep, we call it your list. You got to keep building that list as many ways as possible. You want to have 20 to 25 different ways that you're constantly out there. So if you only have one way, you know, maybe through Facebook ads that you're collecting lead, then you like time out. You need more than one way. We say between 12 to 25. So if you only got one, you want to make sure you change that immediately. Y'all ready for deadly sin number 2? Lost leads. Nobody likes to be lost, and you definitely don't want your leads to be lost. So fill this out in your show notes. Do you know what percent of customers purchase after touches? Touches just simply mean they visit your website, they saw your post on Instagram, you mailed them something in the mail, whatever it is. That means a touch means that your business was in front of them in multiple different ways, or it could even be the same way. But how many touches? Do we have any guess on how many touches? I'm going to tell you. So if you have your show notes out there, you want to make sure you write this down. 2.7% of customers purchases after 8 touches. That means that you got to make sure that you're getting in front of them at least 8 times before they'll even buy from you. And when they do, it's only 2.7% who will buy from you. So if that's the case, doesn't it make sense to have multiple ways that they see you, that they know about you? It can't just be through Facebook, can't just be through Instagram or on social media. It has to be through mail. It should be through email. It should be through text, through all of these different multiple channels so that you can help that. So there's things that are broken in your business, and we want to help you fix that. So what's broken? Fully automated, set it and forget it funnels. This is what people say, oh, just automate everything out, set it and forget it. No, you can't do that, because you're removing the human touch, and people need that human touch. Email newsletters. Ask yourself this: how often do you actually download and read that newsletter that they send you? Now, when someone sends you a newsletter in the mail, you'll open that up and you'll read it. I know on Fridays I go and I take my mom to the store. So that is my day that I read all, my newsletters. I catch up on my books and all of that stuff. So I literally look for those things and can't wait for them to show up in the mail. And that's what you want to have: bulk texting. When you send out mass text, people know it's mass text, even though you can stick their name in it. I mean, because think about it. If you're texting a friend, you're not putting their name in it. You're just texting them. So if you learn to just text as a human and think about that scripture that we talked about, without grudgingly, and it's not automated, there's no feelings or emotions behind it, this is why people don't buy from you, and you definitely want to change that. You also have mass email broadcasting, and we all do it. Like, I do mass email broadcasting, but after you send out that mass email broadcasting, there is a way for you to just communicate with the people who are communicating back to you. And so that's one of the areas that we want to help you with. And now, as I'm going through these things and you're like, well, it all sounds good, but I have no idea of how to make that happen, you can go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com/mentorship, and in there, Bible Business Academy/mentorship, or through our BibleBusinessAcademy.com/academy, we have different programs where we can help you with all of this. So don't worry if you don't know how to do it, but if you want to build a business and you want to do it with biblical principles, make sure you go check us out at BibleBusinessAcademy.com. And so now I want to share with you the purpose of the automated follow-up. You definitely want to have that, but the reason why you do it is so you can engage with interested buyers. And I just talked about this, right? I just said that you have to have that human. You got to think, am I showing hospitality in everything that I do? Am I showing love? Can they feel that through my words? Can they feel through what I do? Am I just responding to their texts or their messages or their posts just in an automated, or am I like making it personal? Am I like jumping in Messenger with them and having conversations, learning about them, their families, what their pain is, what the problem is, how you can help them, what they need help with? You know, this is how you serve with God's grace. This is how you take this is how you use biblical principles to help you grow your business. These are some of the things that you want to do. And I'm going to tell you what really works, what can help change things around today. So if you take this what I'm about to share with you, you can literally go send this out in an email or you'll see in a text today and actually start changing things. So just take this text. We call it 9-word text or 9-word email. Sometimes it's a little bit over 9, sometimes it's a little under. But if are you still looking to? That's 5 words. Are you still looking to start a business? So that's like start a business. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's like 8 words right there. Are you still looking to start a business? Are you still looking to start your advertising? Are you still looking for help with growing your business? Are you still looking for help with social media marketing? Are you still interested or open to joining our team? So maybe you talk to them about that. So you see how that's just a short, quick email, and you can also use it as a text. And these get like a 30 to 40% open rate when you send out something short, sweet, with all of the other stuff there, because it's more personal. So what I want you to take from here today is, am I being personable? Do they understand what I'm saying to them? And do they know that it's coming from my heart and it's about serving them and helping them? And you can also do the same thing with the 9-word text. Or you can also use a did you know series, a did you know. And when you do the did you know, like if I use my Ice Fit Studio business, did you know that fat freezing takes about 8 treatments? This is where you start giving them knowledge about different things. Did you know that it takes 6 treatments to permanently remove your hair from your legs and your arms and your body if you're getting a hair treatment, laser hair removal? So I'm utilizing those ideas from our Ice Fit Studio business. So ask yourself, what are some of the ideas that you can use inside of your business to help people speak to you a lot quicker? And that 9-word email is what is working, guys. And here's what we use. We use Aweber for the emails, and I use Easy Texting for my texting. There's so many other systems out there. So if you want to know more about these and you need help with them, just shoot me a message. Or if you have your show notes, you can click right on your show notes and it'll take you right to that site. Aweber is an amazing company. I've been with them since I've been in the online space. About 3 years, and they're very, very helpful, but you can start with them free. And I think Easy Texting, they'll give you like some credits just to get started. So those are great systems to use. And here's another did you know. See, so I'm using the same did you know. Did you know that a 5% increase in a customer retention can increase a company's profitability by 75%? So like if you can increase something with a 5% increase in keeping your customers, it can increase your profitability by 75%. Isn't that worth like knowing more about how that works and changing the way you're doing things? So this is a did you know series that we're talking about, that you can send these facts out to your customers. You can send this in an email, you can send them in a text. Did you know, here's another one, that 80% of the sales are made after 8 follow-ups. We just had a conversation about that. But did you know? And so that person who is curious about how these things work, they're going to be like, you know what, I didn't know, tell me more. That's what you want them to say, tell me more. And then this is how the conversation and the dialogue, these did you knows can be utilized a lot in your messenger as well. On Facebook, you also want to do relevant personal connection. So if someone is like, if I'm speaking to someone and we're on the Bible Business Academy, maybe I can start having a conversation with them. Yeah, so I noticed that you have a business, or I noticed that you go to church here, or you're always posting, positive stuff. Tell me more about that. Where is that coming from? So these personal relevance, see, that conversation is relevant to what I do, and then that's how we're connected, because we both love God, we both love family. Or it could be like if I'm doing a Taco Tuesday night and someone is always posting about their Taco Tuesday, a relevant conversation could be, hey, I see you love Taco Tuesday as well. Has nothing to do with business, and that's perfectly okay. Then I'll back up. Oh, that's where we go with the form. Where are you from? What's your occupation? What do you do for fun, recreation? Are you motivated to start a business, or to serve people, or help people? So you can back into that conversation. But if you make it a relevant conversation and make it about them, because people love to talk about them, not about you, not about your business, all of that will come later. But that's part of what we do, and part of what we show you how to do. So if you want to know how to do this, go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com/mentorship, and you can join our silver, bronze, or gold program to help you with that. And then just use casual language, guys. You don't want to be all fancy unless you're dealing with people like doctor language or lawyer language, unless that's who you're reaching out to. But even in that case, you want to we always say, keep it at a 6th grade level, 4th grade to 6th grade level. I use a Hemingway app where we go in and put everything in. I'm writing a book and I put it all in and said 6th grade language. I'm like, yes, that's how you want to speak to everyone, so that they understand and get it. You don't want to speak industry jargon. You don't want to speak above someone. You want to make them connect with you. And the best way to do that is by speaking the right language. You also want to, you're writing to individual instead of your list. So whenever you're sitting down and you have your avatar is that person who you're writing to every single day. So you want to write as if you're writing to your best friend. It's not like, oh, let me go send out my mass email list. It's like, my avatar, I have a male and a female. It's Faye and it's Charles. So let me go write to Faye. Let me go write to Charles. And I'm having a conversation with them. And that's how you want your communication to be, as it is a conversation. You will get more people opting into you. You also always have a real person behind every automated communication. And it's the same thing when we go back to that scripture. You want people to feel your love, and you're like, feel my love in business? Absolutely. Especially if you're teaching, training, or showing them something. No matter what you do, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And the way to show them how much you care is through your words, through your language, through your energy, through your follow-up, through everything that you do. And if you're doing it with biblical principles, I want you to always think, what would Jesus do? He always took the time to just stop and have a conversation with people. And I know it's not always easy, guys, especially when you're running a business and you're running your family. You got a lot of things to do. Sometimes we can get so rushed. But if you just slow down and you take the time to make people feel special, I promise you, your little change in your business will change. That's what it's all about, making that happen. So guess what? I want you to text me so that we can start communicating with each other, and so that we can, so that I know that you're interested in getting a business going for yourself. So text biz to 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ, 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ. Text biz to that. And then I'm going to just have some conversations with you, and I'll make sure that I text you back so that we can get to know each other. Whether you join our company or do business with us, we don't care about that. We just want to get to know you, see how we can help you, see the difference that we can make out there. So make sure you go ahead and text biz to 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ. And when you look at what's working, you also want to add in segmented and targeted follow-up. And so that means that if you send out a mass email and you got 2,000-3,000 people on your email list, and only a certain percent of those open, then you want to take the ones, let's say 100 of them open up that email. You want to take those 100 and you want to send them a completely different email that's speaking to them. But when you send that out, still send it out as if you're talking to one person. That Faye, that Charles, your avatar. And if you have no idea what an avatar is, it is that one person, that customer, your ideal customer. But that's something we spend a lot of time on, and most people don't. And that's why they don't do a lot of business, because they're not connecting. And we want to help you to be able to connect. So the last one, deadly sin number 3, is lost customers. And nobody wants to lose the customers. Does it happen? Yes, but can you reduce that from happening? Absolutely. 68% of customers leave as a result of a perceived indifference. 68%. So if you don't have anything in place to reach back out to lost customers, if you don't have a system in place and they're just gone and you're like, bye Felicia, bye Fred, if you're just saying that, then it's not going to work for you. You want to have something, a system in place to recapture and reach out. And that could be something as simple as doing a survey. It could be a phone call. It should definitely be a phone call to say, you know what, we're so sorry to see you go. Would you mind helping me out so that we can help other people out? Well, what was it? Was it me? Was it the company? Was it something we did or said? Lower with us. What could it be? Is it the money? So that you can utilize certain language to help people to relax, drop their guard, and feel comfortable enough with you so that they can tell you why they left. And when they do tell you why they left, because they know it's coming from a place in your heart, they're excited about you. I'll give you guys a quick story on this. I went to get my teeth and stuff cleaned and all of that stuff the other day, and I had to go back the next day because the dentist, it's kind of weird, but now insurance companies will only let you clean half of your mouth at one time, which makes no sense. They think it's too much work if you're doing a deep cleaning. So the next day that I went back, and it was a bunch of splatter stuff all over the counter. And the same splatter stuff was there. And so I had bonded and connected with the dental assistant as she was helping me. We were laughing, having a good time. And I said, you know what? Since we've been, just talking and communicating and have a great time, I just want to let you know, I was in here yesterday, and that same stuff that was there is here today. And I don't know if you noticed that, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And she was so grateful. She was like, Cathy, thank you so much for letting me know that. I really appreciate that. And she said, the lady who's normally in here, I'm not going to even tell her. I'm just going to go ahead and clean it up because she would be so upset. It would hurt her. So because I knew we had a connection, I could have that conversation with her. The other lady, I couldn't have had that because she was more like stoic, like she was like, drill sergeant, like in, out, no personality or no connection. But with this lady, because we had built a rapport, like even we were leaving, she was like, I know it's COVID, but can I have a hug? And so we're in the dental office, just met her. She's just, the dental assistant, and we're hugging each other. Why? Because we both operated out of love. We both, I complimented her. She complimented me. We start talking. I start asking her questions about her life and all of that stuff. And all of that brought the guard down, made her feel comfortable. And then she began to tell me everything about her life, what was going on and all of that stuff. That's what you want to look for as a business owner. And you might think, I don't have time for that. But yes, you do. And the reason why you want to have time for that, because that one person can go out and then start bringing you other people in, and that's another person out there who can be the connection for you and the endorsement for you, and that saves you on marketing dollars. So referrals is a whole nother program that we can talk about, but that is definitely something that you want to make happen. So why do customers leave? 4% natural attrition. We said people are going to leave, people will die, they will move on. 5% are referred to a competitor by a friend. So you need to make it like non-negotiable. Like I think a spread, no, I know they just got sold to someone, but before that it was Nextel or whatever. I don't know. But I've been with that particular company for about 15, 20 years. However long, if you take Sprint and you take Nextel, now it's T-Mobile and all of that. Why do I stay with them? It's because I like some of the things that they do. And every time I'm on the phone with their customer service, they're always super nice. So when you, in like with my funnels, I'm with ClickFunnels, and so many people are trying to get, to leave. And I'm like, no, I'm not going anywhere because I love what they do. And the only way I'll leave is when I start my own funnel app and company. 9% competitive reason. Price is only an issue in the absence of value. People don't mind paying more when they're getting great service. So you got to remember the great stories. Remember what Jesus said, like love people, treat people like you want to be treated, make them feel special, make people feel special. 14% because your products and service, they just don't like it. But if you never ask them why they didn't like it or what can you do better, you'll never, you got to get out of your head and stop thinking it's about you. Stop thinking that all your stuff is amazing and wonderful. But what you want to start thinking is, how can I up it and take it to a next level? That's the reason that books have different edition. That's the reason that songs have different edition. So you got to get it out there the first time. And then you got to make it better. And the only way you can make it better is by doing surveys, asking questions, getting feedback, constantly talking to your customers, seeing how you can make it better. Like I look at these iPhones. When I think of the iPhone, I think they're at the 10. I don't know. I think I'm still on 6 or something like that. But they're at 10 or 11 or something like that. So they keep making it better. And the way that you can keep making your product and your service better is by communicating with the people who already have it and let them tell you without being defensive about what's working or what's not working. And then 68% are perceived difference. It's not even real. It's like they imagine it in their head and they thought that this is the way it is, and it's not really the way it is, but because they perceive that and they thought that, they're not doing that. And so you have to look at all of these things, and you want to definitely have systems in place so you can go get your lost customers. Just like Jesus, go get that lost sheep, bring them back, right? You never know who's lost. Don't just leave them out there. Go find out why they left. Here's what you're missing out on when you don't go find them. You're missing out profits. You're missing out on being a difference maker. Here, I'm going to share with you some statistics here. A 5% increase in customer retention can increase a company's profitability by 75%, according to Bain and Company. I mean, that's just a no-brainer. Wouldn't it make sense to have somebody in charge every single week or every single day or every single month to go back and reach out to the people who left? The quicker you can do it, as soon as they say I'm out, you gotta be on it. You gotta have a team that's on it. You can hire a virtual assistants to do that if you want to, but you want to make sure you have that. Reducing your customer defecation rate by 5% can increase your profitability 25 to 125%, according to Destination CRM. It can cost 5 times more. Think about that. You just lost a customer. Now you got to go out there and spend 5 times more just to acquire a new customer. The whole idea is to get a customer and get them to keep buying over and over and over and over and over again from you, and you take them up your ascension ladder so that they buy more until they get to your top product. And then you create, you gotta, as Billie Jean always say, you gotta make up another one. Same thing with school. Is you got to make up another product. How do you do that? You just keep asking people what they want. And when they're connected with you, they will always buy from you. And that came from the National Law Review. So guys, do me a favor, text biz to 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ. I love to talk to you. I love to have a conversation with you. So make sure you go to Get your phones out right now. 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ. Bible Biz. 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ. Text biz to that. Let's have a conversation. Let me see where you're at, what you're looking for, so that we can help you go to where you want to go, so that you can help more people. Better follow-up is always the key. The money is in the follow-up. So many people miss out on that. And those things that I just shared with you, they're not unknowing. You're not like just calling them, hey, you want to buy from me? Hey, you want to buy from me? Hey, you want to buy from me? No, that's not how you do it. You want to put more things in it. And slaying those 3 deadly sins will do more for your business than any new ad or funnel. So don't get so caught up in the pretty stuff. Get caught up in the heart stuff. Get caught up in, are you treating people like you want to be treated? Think, what would Jesus do? So build your business differently, guys. So if you want to build your business differently, that means that you want to do it with biblical principles. Let's chat. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and put those in the comments right now. But text biz to 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ, and we can have a conversation. You can contact. You can also call me on that number. It rings right to my phone, so we can have a conversation on that. Or you can go to info@CathyMcReynolds.com if you want to email me and have a conversation that way. Whatever way you want to do it, or you can send me something in Messenger. We will leave that completely up to you. So now that I've shared that information with you, and I'm about to, in a few minutes, guys, I'm going to show you what's in this box and why you want to have it and how you can get it. One of the ways is by joining our membership program. So we help people with sales, we help people with marketing, we help people with advertising, we help you with your faith and your finances. We have an entire program and curriculum that will help you grow in faith and finances, so that you can serve more people, so that you can feel, so that we can help get the word out about God, his kingdom. And we're going to show you how to build your business using biblical principles, just like that scripture that I just shared with you. I mean, imagine that little simple twitch in your business where you're now operating from your heart instead of from the wallet. It will make a huge difference. And if you want to get in our academy, because you don't have a business going already, you can join the Genesis Get Going Academy. If you already have a business going, but you need these automations and the stuff that I was talking about today, that you can get some of that in our Ascend Acceleration Academy. And if you really, really want to scale that up to 6 figures and beyond, our Enrichment Scale Academy is the best one for you. And we do have others. If you look at your show notes on the back of that, it'll tell you that. But we can have a conversation to see where you best fit in. And if you're thinking, I have no idea what I want to do, that's why we need to get on the phone and have that conversation, so we can walk you through, see which one makes the most sense for you. So guys, I hope that brought you value today. I'm going to switch back over here so that I can see you. And let me go ahead, and we're going to hide this one, and I'm going to show you guys what's in this box, how you can get it, and why you should. So in any of our programs that you join, you'll be able to get one of these. And so what's in here is we mail this out to anyone who becomes joins one of our membership programs or one of our academies. So it's kind of heavy, so I'm gonna put it down and I'm gonna show you what's in it and what you're going to get once you get it. It's full of great stuff, because it actually will show you, it has different scriptures and stuff on it that you can use. Inside of it, you're also going to get this nice little travel blanket. I'm literally, I use this every day. You see this? It's actually on my lap here, but it's a little travel one. Whenever I'm traveling, you could just hook it right on your luggage, or on your handle of the luggage. And then when you get on the airport, you have it so it's small. Or if you're traveling in your car, you're going to, outing, it's always there for you. It has a great scripture on it, with God, all things are possible. So you're going to get that. We also have our water bottle in here for you. So same thing, with God, all things are possible. It says Bible Business Academy on it. Got a little coffee mug for you as well. Inside of it, you're you're going to get these little key rings, little Bible key rings. These are so cool, so much fun, guys. You can put them on there, and it's just a little reminder for you. You know, like, why are we here? We're here on earth for just a flicker. So we're here for a flicker. You want it to go. We also, and these are all why supplies last, because everything will always be changing. But this is just a little walking monitor activity tracker that you can also get. We also have a little, and this is for people who join our gold program. You're also going to, that's my little great nephew there, but you get this little picture frame, the Bible Business Academy, a little clock and all of that on there. And then for your training, I'm just going to pull out this whole stack here. So it depends on which program you're in, but you're going to get like all of these training manuals that we have. We have the 30-day game plan, how to start your business in 8 simple steps. You have your marketing and advertising if you're in our gold program, your business academy to learn about our boot camp. I mean, there's just so many here. This is our 30-day program so that you can get through this and be able to go through, and it's step by step. So we, like, you have stuff that's written for you. You also have things that are we have an actual program where you can go in and do your class and stuff online, and then we also do live training. So we are leaving absolutely nothing out, and we want to bring you value. We want to help you grow. We want to help change some lives. So I hope that brought you value. If you're catching this during the replay, make sure, if you don't have, you can text it to me at 1-833-BIBLE-BIZ. Hey, Cathy, let me get those show notes. I'm catching your replay. I don't have that. And on the back of that, it'll also tell you about all the different academies, and we have coupons and stuff like that for you. So guys, I appreciate you. If you have any questions, let me know. Actually, I can't even see the comments on here. It says I can't see anything, but if you leave them down there, I'll make sure that I get back to them. So I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing, amazing day. And you know, don't forget to say something nice to somebody today. I don't know. You know, just always make sure that you do that. Encourage someone. Someone out there needs to be encouraged. So make sure that you are the one to encourage them and give God thanks, because without him, none of this is possible. So I appreciate you guys. If you want to build a business with biblical principles, we're here to help you get that done. All right, guys, have a great day, and we will see you next Thursday at the same time.